Climate change remains one of the most contentious issues of the 21st century. The Australia Institute's Climate of the Nation report aimed to collate climate change and environmental opinions of Australians from all over the country. Differences in opinion between minority groups, however, were not on the agenda for this report. There is a trend in the research and literature to focus on the opinions of those who comprise the majority population. What is overlooked is the opinions of minority groups, such as migrants of varying cultural backgrounds. So what are migrants' attitudes and perceptions towards climate change? And additionally, how important is their relationship to the environment? Participants all agreed that responsibility for climate change action takes a multi-level approach.
In an ideal situation, it is the government who should be aiming to have a regulatory body who takes responsibility for all of it. But we are at a stage now where everyone needs to be responsible. It is governments and individuals.
Collective action is by no means a novel concept. Many social movements have been progressed by the coming together of those directly and indirectly impacted by particular issues. Many developing nations around the world are disproportionately impacted by climate change, which in most cases is the result of the destructive behaviours of more developed nations. Cultural socialisation is the way in which an individual's values and actions are informed by their cultural heritage. These internalised values are not bound by international borders and so remain important even after migration away from one's birthplace. Some individuals migrated from countries in which corruption runs rampant, and those who speak up against the government for social or environmental causes may find themselves in a lot of trouble.
My friends, they didn't want to get involved because they thought, if I get into all this, if I get mixed in all this police business, maybe it will be difficult for me to get citizenship here.
This fear follows those who migrate, even to relatively safer countries, and can impact their desire to get involved in pro-environmental action, like protests, even if they truly believe in the cause. If you are struggling to maintain appropriate housing, are facing persecution based on your beliefs, or live in fear of corrupt governments, your prioritization of climate change issues may not be of the highest importance.
There might be some priorities in some countries, like wars or famines. China focuses on the air pollution, but not the water pollution or other kinds of issues.
A shift in priorities between country of origin and Australia was noted by participants, with one recalling the contrast between polluted waters in Malaysia compared to the effort that is put into maintaining Australian beaches. Living in another country can be a daunting feat in itself, and many participants were deterred from participating in pro-environmental behaviours or advocacy due to language or socio-economic barriers. It can also be difficult to feel a sense of belonging.
I am a primary resident in Australia. I am one of those migrants who are always in between situations, so I keep thinking, like, where do I belong? To Dhaka or to Brisbane?
The need for strong migrant communities that both serve their members as well as interact with the wider community were given importance. One participant from Bangladesh described such an organisation that aims to promote their culture and build their reputation with volunteering and community engagement. Creating more inclusive systems and bringing people together from different backgrounds in order to more cohesively address climate change is crucial. The world is constantly shifting, and there is still a lot of work to be done. This research sets the foundations for better understanding migrant attitudes and perceptions towards climate change. The themes presented offer opportunities to all, whether government, NGO, community, or individual. Each may reflect on their own preconceptions and begin to work towards meaningful action.